Hello everyone, this is Darwell20, and welcome to episode 97 of Darwell20's Let's Play of FTB Sky's Expert Mode, where today I've mostly been sitting around doing nothing. Well, that's not necessarily true. I've been making minor tweaks and adjustments to my setup for radioactivity, and if you look at my hotbar, you may have noticed that I have my SPS casings that I need. I think I had, what was it, reactor glass? Is that what I made? Yeah, it was the cheaper one. That should be cool, so let's take a quick look in here and see what's cooking. Currently, we are net gaining on fissile fuel, because the production line is actually working really well. Doing a great job of making all the fissile fuel that we might need. We actually produce a little bit more. Now, the main reason we're producing a little bit more is because I have my rate set to 30 millibuckets per tick. So this thing is running at that speed, 30 millibuckets per tick. It's producing a healthy amount of RF, around 700-ish thousand RF per tick. So we're in, a pretty good place. Now, we are going to want to be careful when we get going with SPS, because remember, that thing is a beast when it comes to power use. It will just consume all the power all the time. So that's something we're going to be aware of, right, when we do that. So let's see where we're at in terms of chunks and loading and all that fun stuff, right? So if we take a look over here, these two chunks are loaded, so not a big deal. We could 100%, branch out a little bit. Yeah, it should probably be a good plan. So my plan for today is to get the SPS going. Now, another thing I did between episodes is I set up this little level emitter dude. So when we have 64 pellets of polonium, when levels are below that limit, it will go ahead and emit a redstone signal. And this guy is configured to only run on redstone signal. So you'll note he's not running right now because we have more than 64 pellets of plutonium. Now if I take some out, now it's going to run again. See? Running, making plutonium, but I'm like, nope, don't want plutonium. Turn off, stop, done. No more plutonium running. Cool? I'm going to do something similar here with polonium. In fact, I should probably set that up a little bit. Well, not just yet. I do want to hang on to probably, I don't know how much I'm going to need, but be careful. So what I'm going to do is make sure the AE system keeps a small number of each of the solid versions of those available, and then any excess will go towards the SPS. Sound like a plan? So that said, I think it's about time to get that mechanism SPS up and running. So I think by having those items in my inventory, oh, I got a chemical crystallizer. Thank you, FTB. That was a very kind thing to do. Very, very kind. All right, so let's get our reactor glass. Let's get all this put together. I think we should be all set here to go. One thing I do probably want to get is a building gadget. So that you can build to me. Let's get some more cobblestone. Nope, not cobbled andesite. Cobblestone. And how about horizontal wall? That should be cool. And a little bit more cobblestone. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good, right? So then all our radioactive waste stuff is still under there. It's all still good, but that looks cool. And then let's make sure to get some mage lights going on here. Maybe a little bit of a build to me action. But we can do that and that. That looks nice. And let's make sure that there's no light problems. Perfect. So, is this chunk that I'm in right now loaded? It is. So I could probably just sneak into throwing the SPS here. How's that sound? I like that plan. Maybe relatively centered to this position so that the pipes, well, maybe not there. I probably want to bring the pipes out the side, just so that there's no possibility of it, interfering with that thing. Yeah, that should be cool. All right, so pretty sure the way we build this is a 3x3, like that. Cool. And then, if I'm not mistaken, these guys go around that, right? Maybe. I think that's about right. Okay. And then what we can have is reactor glass 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, I actually can't go any higher. Okay. Is this too tight? This might be too tight. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. I may be a little bit too compact here. I could build it into the ground, couldn't I? Yeah, I could see that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so instead, what we'll do... Right, that'll be my center. Okay, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know what might be easier is if I did this with a exchanging gadget for a moment. Right? Cool. Alright, so then you're going to exchanging gadget, but I only want you to do a range of 1. Like that, right? And then you can do the SPS bit. That looks cool, right? And then you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? One, 2, 3. Whoops. Perfect. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, good. And then just a matter of filling in all the sides. Cool. Pretty sure I'm doing this right. And then it should be 1, 2, 3. Or is that supposed to be up 1 layer higher? No, that seems about right to me. No, that doesn't seem right. Oh, right, I remember now. Now, why didn't you magnet up? Or did you magnet up? But yeah, you should then be... these guys go here. Cool. And then... that, and then these 4. That's it. Boom. SPS. Ready to go. Nice. Okay. Then we need 3 ports, right? So one's going to go in here. One's going to go here. And then one's going to go here. Okay. And do we need antimatter for anything other than crystallizing into antimatter? So I don't care about that because we've got plenty of those. Nope. 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 Yeah, no. We can definitely make that otherwise. Nope. 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 Though I'm sure we can find those in the end in a few minutes. So as much as it would be cool to get chorus flowers, we're probably going to go to the end in a few minutes. So we can get them there, right? Though it would kind of be cool. But we need, I think we need to make antimatter before we can get this thing. So I'm going to go out on a limb. It would be cool to get dragon eggs, but we can get that from our Ender Dragon prediction, which we're going to get from the quest we're about to do. So again, I don't think we need any of this stuff. So I'm just going to hook this thing straight into a chemical crystallizer for now, which I've just been given. So quest reward gave me a chemical crystallizer. I can put you guys away now, right? Yeah, I think we're good on that front. Okay. You're just going to need some power. I'm pretty far away. I'm not going to run cables that far. I have plenty of flux ducts. Ooh. Okay. And then inside here, we're going to want to put our laser thingy. That seems good to me. Now, what I'd like to do, if we can, is be power conservative with this thing and try to come up with like a clever automation that makes that doable. Now, if I'm not wrong, we should have a ton of nuclear waste building up because it's nighttime. So what I'm going to do is turn this lever off. Well, no. I want you to only run with a redstone signal, right? Because you still have to produce the polonium, right? But if I gave you a redstone signal, would you stop? How can I get you a redstone signal with all your block faces being covered? That is going to be a trickiness to solve. It's not a huge challenge because there's like half a dozen different ways we could pull that off, but what I could do is this. So laser IO with you. Make sure we have plenty of these dudes on hand. How about down will be an extract. Down will be an extract. South will be an insert. Boom, boom. Now you guys are bound. Now you're extracting. Now you're inserting back there. And then this guy will be bound to that dude. And down will be a redstone output that's weak. Okay? And you run when you have a redstone signal. Okay? And then here can be a level emitter. I think we've got channels for it. And on the down, we'll insert a redstone signal. That's weird that the connecting is wrong, but I bet that's just the way it is. And then you're going to be polonium less than 64. Okay, so now you're not emitting a redstone signal anymore, which means you're not allowed to run anymore. And then when it becomes daytime, our nuclear waste is going to fill this up, but then it's going to sit there, and then every excess bit is going to go this way. Okay? And then we can get some basic pressurized tubes to do that. Okay? And you no longer run on a redstone signal. I want you basically always running. Okay? So now you don't need to exist. And you are always active, and that is cool. Now, in terms of power, well, that's going to be the trick, isn't it? Sure is. Well, let's figure that part out now. Well, maybe we could do our standard waste radioactive waste barrel thing. Because that's a trick that we usually do, right? Where's my wrenchy wrench? My mechanism-y wrench. There it is. Can never find these things. There you go. Right? Now, if I made you redstone sensitivity turned on... Because I don't think you guys can go sided, right? maybe what I'll do... Very risky what I'm doing right now. Something like that. How's that sound? Yeah. Okay. And then you can be redstone sensitive. So now, with this setup, if you're getting a redstone signal, you're disconnected. Okay? Cool. And this guy should emit a redstone signal with a comparator, right? Well, we're gonna find out. I'm probably gonna want to do something cleverish with probably RF Tools Logic Gate, my favorite. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me. Okay, so I'd like you to emit there. And let's have you emit here. Right? And then we can do this. And that would be cool. And then if we want, we could laser IO this. Right? And then you would be an output. And you would be an input. Okay? Cool. Can we just talk about how cool the laser wrench is? I love that mob. Oh, it's so good looking. Such a cool little texture. All right, so now sunlight's going to happen here. You should be, in a moment, there you go, speak of the devil, right? So you're going to fill up, but you notice how this isn't running. Aha, that's cool. Okay, I might throw another acceleration card in here because I can now. This thing is a little bit on the slower side. He, like, doesn't, he drains so fast. He drains so fast, right? Now, once this thing backstuffs, okay, now all your polonium is going to go and build up here. So now we want to tell this configuration that you're also going to output gases on the right. Okay, so now you're filling up, right? And what we want to do... Why aren't you guys connecting to this guy? Shouldn't you connect to this guy, Mr. Logic Dude? Right, so you're filled, so that's cool. Okay, good. Right, so see how that's happening? So basically, once this hits a certain threshold, I want him to activate. Okay, so the logic will be you output a redstone signal. So when this is on, I want it to keep, right? So that would be C on should be keep. And then A and C both on should be turn on. A and C both off, turn off. So what'll happen is whatever it's currently doing when it gets a redstone signal on this side, it'll keep doing. So it'll keep it off. But then once both of them turn on, A and C will emit a redstone signal, and it'll start draining. And then as soon as this redstone signal turns off, it'll be just C again. So it'll keep the signal on until such point that both turn off. And then when they're both off, the redstone signal turns off, and the cycle repeats. Okay? Yeah, my only question is why are you not going into... I thought redstone wire connected to this dude. Is there like a red wire or something that I can use here? If not, I will come up... I will have to use laser IO. Yeah, there's this stuff, but that's about it. Yeah, why aren't you connecting? I thought like that was your whole thing, is you connected. Okay, so waste is definitely happening. The reactor's definitely running, and you're slowly but surely building up plutonium. Okay. Now, should I reverse this? So when they're both off, we actually want to put on the redstone signal, and this should be off. Right? Because what we want is to turn, like the redstone signal, it's inverted, right? So that means that thing's not allowed to run. Okay. So now if we threw this guy up here, and we did you're going to process, and I'm going to say bypass limit. So wow, you got a lot of power. That was a lot of RF. That was a lot of RF. Okay, 158 million. But we're not wasting energy, right? It's being very smart and conservative about it, because that's going to fill up, and then once we get to a certain threshold, it's going to dump it all at once and then turn off again. I think that's the way to play it. See, slowly but surely building up. So it's going to be a while before I think this is ready to show how it's going to work. Hopefully soon this thing will be at a point where it's doing, 2 outputs. And then what I could probably do is demo this with a button press. Or we can just wait a little bit. Let's wait a little bit. I will come back in a moment here. Now I assume that you built up some antimatter. Yep, super tiny amount. What we're going to want is to tube that out. Boop. Now he's empty. Now he's got 6 antimatter in here, and then that will eventually fill up in the chemical crystallizer to make antimatter pellets. But it'll take an infinity billion years for that to happen, or something close to it. All right, so reactor is doing a reactor-ly job, I believe. It seems like it's running because I'm constantly building up stuff, right? Nope, maybe not. I thought you were running. Oh, yeah, you're running. You're just not keeping up with the fuel. I thought we were like net gaining on fuel, and we had more than we needed. Did something slow down somewhere? It's okay. I could have sworn we had like a net gain, and you were like more than sufficient. Maybe you're just not crafting enough. What I could do is like a keep in stock kind of deal. Maybe I'll do that. So let's go back outside. This was working like perfectly between episodes. I don't know why it suddenly stopped. So if we got some yellow cake, and I said keep 128 in stock at all times, and make 64 at a time. Now what it should be doing is like a bulk order of the stuff, right? Effect. And it's this dude that makes yellow cake uranium, right? And these guys are all pretty fast at this point. Now, do you have any problems making 100? Oh, we're low on liquefied source. Maybe that's why we're having a problem. Maybe that's why we're having a problem. Well, let's see if we can solve that problem. Oh, we're low on fuel. Well, there's another problem. Why are we low on fuel? We have plenty of flux infused. It's you guys that are low. Your diesel production is low? And our diesel production is low because of what reason? We have plenty of crude oil, right? So what I should be able to do then... Oh, right, you're a thing there, aren't you? Yeah, I could remove that, though. That should be fine. And then you should be producing a little bit faster now, right? Man? I'm liking my time torches. I gotta say, I'm liking my time torches. They ain't too shabby. So now are we improving the rate at which we're producing diesel? I would imagine we are, right? We have to be. Let's remove these real quick and just see. Yeah, see how long of a delay there is before it can run again? Hugely improved. Pick accelerations for the win. That's how we roll. Dyer's house. I can't put that there? Nah, bummer. Sorry. If I really need to do more tick accelerating in this area, I can find ways to do it. But for now, this should suffice. Because we're kind of at a break-even point in terms of diesel, and then boom, it's ready to start another batch, right? So it's very quickly making more. So that should be cool. So now all this stuff is, I presume, going over here, right? Yeah, pretty good. And then you're making more liquefied source. So my production line was not terrible. We just didn't have enough liquefied source to make it happen. We might need to speed that up. Or if we're looking at source... No, fluid, source link. Force-infused diesel is good. Or force-infused biodiesel. But there is no flux-infused recipe, so we have to use force-infused. So I think we either speed this up more over here, which is doable. Right? Because it's like a 3x3-ish kind of area. Like we could totally... Right. Now we might be producing diesel too fast for this guy, right? See? We're producing diesel too fast for this guy. So guess what now? We gotta speed this one up. And now we'll see if we net gain or net lose, and if I need another torch here. I think we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. We definitely drained. Sweet. Alright, that works, right? I think that works pretty well. I think that definitely works pretty well. Okay. Cool. Now are you actually doing anything? Not really. but you're barely running, so I think it's fine. Now it's just a matter of making sure we have enough fuel going into here, which I think we're going to hopefully see an improvement on. We definitely seem to be getting something going on, which is cool. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. So that might be wrapping up point for the episode. So Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What we'll do is come back next time. Clearly building up more polonium here. Let's just see real quick what happens when we sleep through the night and clear out the backlog of waste that we have and see if that thing turns on. Right? So now you're going to start clearing out all the backlog of waste, of which we have, you know, a healthy amount, right? And then that's making more and more polonium, which is going to eventually light up this wire and then eventually light up that wire, and then we'll be cool. So how about we come back next episode and see all that play out correctly. All right, for now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.